But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. You're fine. I'm just fucking with you.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Yes, go back to talking about law, which I'm pretty sure you know nothing about that either. But whatever. That's okay, guys. My one true love is all of you. I'll manage. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why hasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor.
Something jammed the sensor? Say. There's something else? Fuck, it double pressed.
Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
There is. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out the cause for this. Oh, we gotta fast forward more. God, I need a new Tartarus so bad. No! Back up. Maybe it was that. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Yup, it's the glove. I knew there had to be something up with the glove. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. And in this video, almost everything is white. Or black. It is a black and white video after all. I often fall out and roll great... What the fuck? We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? Seems pretty black and white to me. No gray area here. Right? The scene is especially weird because there's no music at all. I mean, I know for you guys there's no music at all, period, but this white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Yeah, Meekins, we don't need to know about your good time.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene... There just might have been something that fits the description.
But, sir, by insulator, don't you mean...
I think I finally got this figured out. I don't know why it keeps skipping, Meekin's lines. Like, he's not getting interrupted that much. The funny thing is that I actually have game sounds going on for me. I just don't have game sounds going on for you guys. Most of the time. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? Okay, I have to switch back to that. It was the glove. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. It doesn't look thin at all. But okay. But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to too deep. Holy shit. I talk for a living. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. It's a touch bothersome. You guys really don't like that I believe that I have no music and shit going on? Because I can make it so it is. I feel like it's a little quiet tonight because I fucked with everything. Or something went haywire. I'm not sure which. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir? It would appear so, sir. He likes being choked way too much. Order! 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 So are we to believe, then, that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sounds good, Rogue. Ah. Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. This is true, but it's a card. An ID card record, I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID.
Why? Here's what I don't get. Why in the Sam fuck are we arguing any of this? We are defending Lana Skye. We aren't defending Meekins. He is not our client. Why do we give a rat's ass if somebody's trying to pin the crime on him? We could easily push a motion to dismiss off of this shit. Like, just the fact that nobody has a fucking clue what's going on anymore should be enough. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff.
Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon.
Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. All right. Push. So unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Shut the fuck up, Judge. Yes. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
I don't know what the hell that voice was. I don't even know. But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. He really, really likes getting choked. I'm not one to kink shame, but I'm starting to see why he doesn't appear to have very many functional brain cells at this point.
At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this.
Please proceed with your testimony. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
So it is, Your Honor.
Not that prosecutor again. Maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence.
Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer?
Shh, don't stare at him.
You've got the wrong color, kid. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. But now let us continue with the cross-examination.
Phoenix Wright, ace murderer. That's just Danganronpa. V3, Chapter 1. I mean, my bad.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth, it must be so difficult for him.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, Flair. Danganronpa is the single best visual novel / adventure style, kind of like you do during investigations during this game, type game I have ever played. It's way better than this. This is good, but Danganronpa is way better. And we're going to be doing a replay through of Danganronpa relatively soon. So if you want to come back for that. Of course, this time around, we're doing it as a drinking game. I'm gonna be dead by the end of chapter 3. And I'm taking y'all with me. Yeah, but Danganronpa 1 came out in like 2006, I think. It's not too much newer. Yeah, Danganronpa's super fucking good. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he has his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I do almost nothing but visual novels. Well, I mean, I guess right now I do almost nothing but Warframe, but I love voice acting visual novels. It's one of my favorite things to do on stream at this point. I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got.
Let's use their ID card.
Is it really this easy? It can't be. There's no way it's this easy. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's only half completed. Oh my god, I finally get it. I finally get why the... Okay, so the reason this is half completed... The reason it's half completed is because he got to the ID section, and because he had lost his ID, he can't remember his fucking ID number, so he doesn't know what to write here. So that's why he only has it half complete. God damn it. That sounds like something I would do. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right?
I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. Which is why it's perfect for you to understand, Mr. Judge. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card. Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. It's about fucking time, Wright. I have been leading you and hand-holding you the entire time during this case. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this.
God, I love playing Edgeworth.
First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your fingers around.
This isn't gonna end well. No, it's not, because you backed yourself into a corner and took away the one thing we had going for us in this case.
Well, well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So
the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Ms. Lana Skye, the defendant. God damn it, Phoenix, you're such a fucking moron. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Ugh. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? That's a fair question. However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana
Is gonna fry. What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object. Always object. Because it's fun to pound your desk. One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Are you going to go ahead and prove that your client did in fact commit this crime? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about, Wright? The only trap in this room is you.
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Okay. Did we need to see the security video again to prove that point? We only watched it like 12 times. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean?
Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. As a side note, I have every right to fucking call witnesses. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? I'm saying this. I don't care if it costs me health points. Mr. Wright, I'm not even going to bother asking you why. I've never seen a more obvious stall tactic in my entire career.
Mr. Wright, don't you remember what you said this morning? You know about your trump card?
That's right, those bloody fingerprints we found in the evidence room. That was my chance to bring him in to testify. I love how it treats it like I'm not just fucking around. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? I still want the victim to testify. That's the easiest way to get out of this case. Let's have Lana testify while we're at it. Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
Because I really enjoy making your witnesses go to jail. I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Unfortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. You could just ask. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess. Slam your gavel again. Do it. Hey, baby. You could murder me with those thighs anytime. I don't even know what her thighs look like. We've never seen her below the waist. For all I know, she doesn't have legs. And therefore, she is, like, even better girl than what she is now. I mean, ignore me. It's in your best interest.
There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What do you mean?
You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out.
I haven't figured anything out. I am really just winging it as I go.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma. You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?